Welcome to this tutorial on STACKLANDS. And so we're going to do, it's basically going to be like a tutorial slash walkthrough. And what we're going to do is we're going to set the moon length to normal. We're going to set the peaceful mode to off. And we're just going to start the run. Now, when you first come into the game, you're going to have this card here. And it is a card-based game, in case you didn't know. You can't really do anything until you click on this card, so it doesn't start until you actually click on the card and get a card. So right now, you're basically in pause mode, and it's actually good, at least for this tutorial, so I can explain things to you. Now, the very most important stats are up here. This is, the one in the middle is how many villagers you have. The one on the left is how much food you have. This is very important. It's probably the most important thing, because at the end of every round, which is basically a moon cycle that you see right over here, you will need to feed your villagers. So you have to keep an eye on your food. If you fail to feed your villagers, they will die, and that will end the game. If all the villagers are dead, the game is over, and basically you have an abandoned village at that point. The other important one is this one right here. This is how many cards you can have deployed out here. You can see we can have 20. Once you start to go over that, that's fine. But at the end of the round, the moon round, you will be forced to sell them. So if I got 30 cards at the end of this moon round one, I probably wouldn't get that. But if I did, I'd have to sell 10 of them. And you'll see it. You'll see this as we continue to go. Now, the other thing I wanted to point out basically is this moon, you'll see when we kick this off, it'll start to, there'll be like a timer here, and it'll keep going up and up. At the end of it, that's when you need to feed your villagers, and you'll see that. Okay, so let's go ahead and click this off. Start it off, and you can see we get 5 cards. These are always the same cards you'll get. So you'll get some wood, some rock. You can always stack those. You get a berry bush. Very important, right out of the gate, you get the berry bush going. And you basically want to pick the berries so you get the food. You can see it's flashing red here. That means we have no food for this villager. So you can see how it's expanding here. At the end of this round, if I have no food, he will die, and that'll be the end of the game. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you always have food, enough food at the end of the round. That's basically the most basic strategy you can do. Make sure you feed your villagers. Okay, so let's expand this out a little bit. And this is the playing area. We'll talk more about this. Usually I like to stack my food down here at the bottom. But you can put it where you want. You can organize this how you want your playing area. But you may think, oh, I've got a lot of area here. But once the game gets going in earnest, you're going to find that this is going to fill up pretty quickly. Okay, these are coins. We'll talk more about those. You have your villager. Let's harvest some rock. And you want to get that going as quickly as possible. And make sure your villager's busy. That's the other tip I wanted to give. Make sure he's not just sitting around. If there's something to do, make sure he's doing it, because it's obviously very important. So we're harvesting this rock. We've got enough food. We've got 3. That's that first number. And then this other second number is how much is needed at the end of the round. You're going to see here in a minute. There's a flint. I like to keep the flints. Try not to sell those. Those are kind of important. So try to keep those if you can. All right, so we're going to, and you can see here, this number right here is how much the card will sell for. That's what that means. So this will sell for 1 and 1. We're not going to sell them right now, but well, actually, you know what? We are. So we're going to harvest the wood. Let's sell the rock. And we're also going to create some wood. Now, if you're just starting out, you only have this humble beginnings unlocked. We're not going to feed the villagers. I want to talk about this. But as you complete quests, and you'll see them over here on the left, I'll show you that in a minute. But as you complete quests, you'll unlock the rest of these. And these all have sort of attributes. This one, Reap and Sow, and Curious Cuisine. These are food related, planting related. Explorers, we'll talk more about that. That gives you explorers like explore mountains, forests. And then there's order and structure. This is the most expensive one. And that gives you cards too. It'll also give you idea cards. Now, I've unlocked most of the idea cards. If you get an idea card, that basically, let's actually feed the villagers here. So I want to show you this. So he's feeding them the berries, and our villager was fed. It'll tell you that. And you can see now we only have 1 berry because we consumed 2 of our berries. So we're going to have to sort of keep an eye on that. We're now food's an issue. So we got to make sure we get the food. So we're going to go ahead and sell this, that stick. It's okay to sell things if you need to, it's okay to get humble beginnings as quick as possible because it gives you things. Look, it just gave me some berry bushes, and now we can go ahead and pick those. So it's okay to sell things early if you have to. Make sure, and that's a key point I want to make. If you have to sell things in order to get cards that you might need, it's okay to do that. Don't be afraid to do that. You don't want to hold on to cards. If I'd held on to cards, I would have died. So we had to get some berry bushes, so I just sold everything I had. And now look, we're in pretty good shape. In fact, this is probably going to keep me alive for the next 2 or 3 rounds, these berries. So that's good. We're going to pick, so we're in pretty good. Now we've got, enough food for the next 2 rounds. So we're going to even go ahead. So we're going to go ahead here and pick the tree. And these can give you different things sometimes. You'll see they can give you wood, sticks. They can even give you apples if you're lucky. And we got a wood, which is normal, by the way. That's normal. So I'm going to put the food down here. Like I said, you want to arrange. I like to keep the center kind of open, and I'll explain that if we get some rabbits and some cows. Look, we did get an apple. An apple's good. Look at that. We got 2 food. So the food situation is pretty good. Food situation is pretty good. So let's go ahead. I want to get some more humble beginnings. This is actually my default. These are called packs, by the way. And this is sort of my default pack I like to get, especially early on in the game. So we sell this, and we can unlock another one. And you can just keep doing this. Look, we got some soil. Now, soil is really cool. If I put a berry over that, this will create another berry bush. And this soil never leaves. So you can now basically infinitely create as many berry bushes as you want. We're not going to do that right now, though, because we have enough food. So let's get going on this wood. And the next thing I want to try to do is get a quarry. I want to show you that. So we're going to have to feed the villagers now. He's going to take 2 berry. And just keep an eye on that food. Again, make sure you always keep an eye on that food. We're going to start a new moon, and there's the start of the new round. So we're okay on food right now. So we can go ahead and start to work on some supplies. If you have enough food for the next couple rounds, it's okay to start working on a little bit of supply action, which we're doing. And what I want to do is save the stone. And we're going to, we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and sell this flint. Remember I said, don't be afraid to sell things to get other cards, because I want to get a quarry, and I want to show you what that does. All right, so we're getting stone here. Let's go ahead and, so we're going to work on resources. If you know you have enough food for a couple rounds, it's okay to go ahead and work on getting other resources, getting other cards. So this is the other menu I wanted to show you. And I'm actually going to, I'm not going to pause it. I'm going to keep this guy going. But you will unlock idea cards, and these will give you recipes that you can build. So I could build a garden. A garden's nice because you can make apple trees. You can get markets. Quarry is what we're trying to do. You can see there, if you highlight over the idea, it takes 3 stone and 1 wood to get a quarry. So that's what we're trying to do. So that's a short way to sort of see how, what you need to build something. So ideas, and once you get the idea card, you'll get them out of these packs. Once you unlock it, you have it forever. The other thing is quests, and you want to complete quests. If you complete quests, you will get, you will unlock these packs. So that's the main thing. You need to complete quests to unlock these packs and to get all the way over here to order and structure. Okay, so enough of that. Let's go ahead and sell these. Again, we're trying to get 3 stones. So you can see here, it's okay. Okay, we got a rock, we got a stone. Good. All right, so now, actually, you know what? I think we need a wood. I got to go back and look, and I'm glad this happened because I forgot the recipe. What is it? We need 3 stone and 1 wood. Okay, so we're going to get that wood right here. And we're still okay on the food. Make sure you always keep an eye on that food. Keep an eye on the cards. We're okay on the cards. Okay, well, we got a stick there. That was unfortunate. That's okay. All right, so we need to feed our villagers. And we just fed him. Okay, so we're going to start a new moon now. And we've got an apple left. So we better start working a little bit on the food. And you know what? I'm actually going to put you want to keep this soil going as much as possible because that takes a couple rounds to get a berry bush. So let's go ahead and harvest a berry. Let's drag it over there. And then that will create a berry bush. So we don't have to really worry about food for a while because we've got, oh, okay, good. Glad I saw a rabbit. Rabbits can come from berry bushes. Very important, these guys. Now, you can kill these. Simply, you would drag the village over this card and they would start a fight. You might be tempted to do that. I would not do that. I would keep Let this guy run around for a while. Now, you can make an animal pen later to hem him in. The most annoying thing about them is they might mess your cards up. Early on, though, they have a useful resource. It's called poop. Yes, disgusting, right? But you can sell it. So it's good. Now, you might get some meat off of this guy, but it's actually better to let him sort of run around. You can always move him out of the way like I am, and he will not bother you. Now, that's the main nuisance, like I said. All right, so we need to keep going here. We need some more... what do we need? We need to sell... We need a wood. We need one wood for that. So it's okay to go ahead and... There we go. We got the wood. Let's go build the quarry. And I'll show you what a quarry does. Very important. Quarries and lumber mills are... I think it's called lumber... Let's see. Where is it? Lumber camp. Very important because they give you unlimited wood and unlimited stone, basically. All right, so this guy's just moving around fine. We got our berry bushes. We're good on food. Really good on food. We got another card. Let's put this... let's go ahead and sell that for now. And we're making some good progress here. Okay, so now we've got our quarry. Now, if you get a quarry, I don't need to look for stone anymore. I can drag this guy. Okay, let's feed the villagers. Let's go ahead and feed them. Good. Everybody's fed. Start new moon. Excuse me. So if I drag my villager over, he's now going to quarry stone. I don't even have to do it. You're going to see this. And then, oh, there's the poop. Okay, like I said, I can go ahead and sell that. Look, I just got some coin. I mean, basically some free coin. We're doing okay on the cards. We only have 10 of 20, so that's good. Okay, so we just harvested a berry bush. Let's go ahead and start another one. We want lots of berry bushes. You can never have too many of those. And let's get our free stone coming. Look at that. And let's get another one going. And let's get that, keep that rabbit away from our stuff. Now, like I said, the main thing is just to keep them sort of away from your cards. That's the main disturbance. Really, other than that, it's almost like free money. So it's good to keep them around as long as you can. You may have to kill them later on if you get too many of them. But early on, they're actually a good source of revenue. So just keep that in mind. You might be tempted to kill them. Don't. I recommend you don't. I recommend you just let them run around. All right, so we got another stone coming. And there we go. We got 3 stone. Okay, let's go ahead and ease off the stone. But it is a revenue. It is a big revenue maker. Let's go ahead and get this rock going. You know what? No, I'm sorry. Let's get some food going. I've noticed the round's getting close. Keep an eye on that. Yeah, it's sort of like a management game. Keep an eye that the round's coming to an end. And, yeah, we want to keep an eye on that. All right, so we got 2 berries. That's good. Let's actually... get some more cards going. I'm trying to get... We got another berry bush. We got lots of rocks. All right, so let's harvest some of those rocks. Let's get that. See, he just got in the way. That's the main pain point with him. We can actually just keep... Okay, so what I wanted to get was a lumber mill going. And we got another villager. Okay, so Did you just see that? A villager came out of that pack. It gave us a villager. Now I've got 4. Notice, so it's 2 food per villager. Keep that in mind when, now I've got double the food. Very important. Now, if I get a second villager, I usually like to keep him working on the berries because now we've got food issues. So we're going to do that, and we'll keep this guy sort of working over here. Now, what did I want? I wanted to create a lumber mill. I like to get that going too. Lumber camp, unlimited source of lumber. So there we go. 3 wood. Okay, fine. So let's get that going. We've got the berries. Let's actually keep the berry bushes going with the soil. Make sure you keep that going. And we need 2 more cards by the end of the round. Let's move this guy away. We got to keep that villager going. And let's go ahead and sell. We got enough. Trying to get another piece of wood. You can see how it's useful to get these packs out. We got a tree. Good. Save that. We got another rock. And let's just see. We're doing pretty good on food. Let's get this guy to harvest this stuff. I'm going to keep that flint. Very important. And then we're going to make a lumber camp. Good. Let's sell these. Now, in terms of this card, I want to talk about something really quick. Remember I said at the end of the round you're forced to sell cards, but keep in mind, I could go to 24. It's really 24. It's not 20. Why is that? You might be asking why that is that. Well, depending on, if you're using berries, and that's all we have right now. But let's say at the end of the round, I'm gonna have to feed 4 berries to my villagers. So really, just keep that in mind about that cap. So it's not necessarily you have to feed everybody at the end of the round, and you will feed them before you have to sell cards. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. All right, so we've got our lumber camp, we've got our quarry, good. And let's keep 1 stone. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you is you can increase this card cap. Very important. Shed. Maybe one of the most important cards in the game because it gives you the ability to increase that cap. Very important. And everybody was fed. That's good. And boy, we're already... Yeah, let's actually harvest this tree. Let's sell the flint. And let's get this going again here. I'm trying to... Yeah, we're getting a lot of rocks. We don't really need rocks. But we do need... Yeah, we definitely need... See, we're in trouble in food right now. And so now I've got to pay attention to this. I'm glad this happened. Let's see if we can get... We may just have to start selling some things here. I wanted to do a shed real quick. I think we can. Let's harvest this. Let's harvest... What's a shed need? It needs a stick. Okay, to get a stick, you just cut the wood. And then I'll show you the... I will show you the shed. If we can get a stick. Okay, so now we can build a shed. And we're going to have to start to... Oh, let's get this guy. There we go. We got our berry bush. We're really hurting right now on food. So I've got to do something here pretty quickly. Actually, you know what? We're going to do something a little bit different. So if you get in food crisis, you have to put other things on hold. And we are in a food crisis right now. So we've got to sell this. I'm going to try to get 10 cards here. We're going to sell all this stuff. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it. Let's see. We got 8. Okay. 9, 10. We're going to go buy some cuisine real quick. And look at that. That just solved our food crisis. We got a carrot and we got an egg. So we can use that. You see how... I'm glad I showed you that, though. Don't be afraid to sell cards early on if you have to. Because that just saved our villager. One of our villagers would have died there if I hadn't done that. So again, important to sort of do early on if you have a food crisis, which we did. And now we can feed everybody. That's good. And we can keep everybody alive, which is kind of important. You really don't want to sacrifice villagers. Now, one important thing I will tell you. Let's say we only had 2 food there. Okay, let's say we only had 2 food there. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. We would have lost just 1 villager. You wouldn't have lost both, but, it's never good to lose villagers if you can avoid it. Okay, so let's keep everything rolling here. We still have a food crisis going. I didn't expect to have food crisis. I think we were kind of... I don't normally build... I probably should have just built the quarry, but that's okay. We've got the ability to mine... unlimited stone, so I can probably be okay on the food. We're just going to have to keep it going. We need a berry bush, really badly. We've got this egg, which is just 1, so we need 3. Let's keep this guy over here. And we're getting that stone. This is going to be close again, actually. We may have to sell this egg. I don't want to sell the egg, though. So we've got 8. We need... Actually, let's get this guy going with some... Actually, you know what? We should be okay because I think this berry bush is going to finish in time. Let's move this guy up here. You can see you got to keep an eye on this. This is going to be close, actually. We may have to sell... This is actually going to be really close. This isn't good. Okay, I've got 8. We're going to get... I might have to sell this. Okay, let's go back and get the cuisine. And we got a berry bush quickly on that. We've got 2 on the potato, and we've got another berry. We're 1 short, so look how close this is going to be. I usually don't struggle on food, but I think it's because I'm doing this tutorial. But that's okay. Okay, we got another berry bush. and we're going to need to keep everything out here to feed these guys. Let's get this guy going on berries. We need berries. We need them bad. This is going to be really cool. I think we're going to lose somebody, and you'll see. Actually, it's probably good. We weren't able to feed everybody. It's okay. Yeah, we lost somebody. You get a corpse. Now, corpses are kind of a problem. They take up space. You can just sell them. You might be tempted, but you can also get a graveyard. So, and this wasn't such a terrible thing because it's not the end of the world if you lose a villager. Obviously, you don't want to lose them, but it's not the end of the world if you lose one. Okay. So, but we need to replace him. So, I think I'm just going to get rid of the card. Now, you can do, you can't sell him. Okay, so you need another corpse to make a graveyard. That's the main, if you get another villager dies. Okay, so let's just sell all this stuff. And let's see what we get. Hopefully we get another villager. Well, we got lots of berry bushes now. That's good. And this rabbit's starting to continue to make, so we're okay on food for now. We'll leave that berry bush there, and let's continue on and keep this guy over here. But, yeah, I mean, so you want to make sure you have at least 2 food. I guess that's the point, because you will lose. You will eventually lose. It's okay to lose one guy. I mean, it's never okay, but what I guess I'm saying is if you're going to have to lose somebody, make sure you don't lose both. So make sure you can always at least feed one. Now, obviously, like I said, you want to try to avoid what just happening, but it's good you saw that because you do have to keep, I was kind of not paying attention to food. I was building these things too quickly because I was doing this tutorial and I wanted to show you these, but that is a good thing I wanted to show you. You never want to lose track of food. I kind of did, and I paid the price, so just keep that in mind. But it's not the end of the world. Okay, so let's go ahead and harvest. I want to build a shed because I want to show you how to increase the card cap. We got a poop there. That's good. And we could go ahead and wait. We're kind of doing okay in the food. So I'm going to go ahead and we're okay in the cards too. Let's go ahead. Let's feed the villagers. Now, I want to tell you, every 12 rounds or so, you're going to be attacked. The village is going to be attacked, and you're going to see it coming up. So you got to keep that in mind, too. We're going to have an attack. We got a key there. I always like that. Got some wood. Good. We got some flint. All right, let's sell those. We're going to keep that. Let's get this guy working. We need a home. And we got to keep an eye on food now. All right, so let's harvest some of the berries. And let's also just keep getting this pack. And hopefully we get, we're out of, we got another rabbit. Good, all right, we can put him over there. That's going to be more food. I think sometimes you can stack these guys. I forget how. There is a way to stack them later on. But anyways, we'll drag him. That'll be more food, which is good. Or more, it will be more, what am I trying to say here? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and what we're trying to build now is a shed. I already know the recipe. It's one. Eventually, you'll learn these recipes, by the way, which is good. So I've got one. I know it'll take. Here's what it'll take: 1 wood, 1 stick, and 1 stone. And this is very important. Maybe the most important card in the game is the shed because it's going to increase. You can see we're already bumping up with these rabbits. We're already bumping up against the card limit. So. Very important to keep that going, and it can make the difference. It really can. So let's just see if we can get this built. Normally, I probably wouldn't build it this quick, but it's a tutorial I wanted to show you there. Okay, so now look, we went up 4 cards. That's the shed, and you can stack these down here. Very important. All right, let's harvest some berries, and remember, every 12 rounds or so, you're going to have some mobs come. Okay, so in order to, we do kind of need another villager card because you need 2 villagers to actually create a baby. Hopefully we get another one. All right, so we just fed our guy, and we're okay on food. Let's go ahead and harvest a few more of these, though, because I just want to get that done. And then I want to show you how to make a soldier. Actually, you know what? We're going to go and make a soldier now. And what we need... Oh, we got another villager. Okay, let's get him going. That's good. We needed that. All right, let's get him going, though, because now... And you got to watch that. I'm kind of glad that happened, because if you have a villager come out of one of your packs, you got to make sure the food's okay, the food situation, which it's kind of not right now. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and... Oh, we did stack the... They might have been stacked, and I don't know. Anyways, okay, so... Good. We just harvested a berry bush. Let's immediately get another one going. We want to keep those going. We got potatoes. We're okay on the food for now. All right. So what I wanted to do was actually show you how to make a soldier. Oh, we got another berry bush. That's good. This is very important. So let's continue that. Let's sell this. Maybe let's sell that. Let's put this over here. Okay, so we got a stick. I think we need, so let's go look. To make a soldier, which is going to be obviously good, you want a good military, we need 1 wood and 2 sticks. Okay, so let's go down and stop monkeying around here. Let's go down to the lumber camp because we need some wood. And I'm going to get rid of these right now just because they're hitting us on the card limit. Let's keep these guys out of the way. We've got a stick and we need 2 wood. Okay, we could get this guy to harvest some wood. Got some poop. Good. And things are going okay. We're going to have we are going to have our first attack coming. And just wanted to make you guys aware of that. So we need 2 sticks and 1 wood. Okay, so time to eat. And I'm already losing, apparently. This isn't good. Okay, I'm losing. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. I ran out of power on my laptop. But we'll continue along. Fortunately, it saves it right where you were at, so you never really have to worry about losing your save point. All right, so we've got to make sure we're getting enough food. Let's continue to harvest the berries. Berries are really good. They only give 1 food as opposed to this potato, which gives 2, but you can really get those berries going pretty quickly. Okay, so we've got a problem here, though. We've got a strange portal. This is going to be the first attack we get. You're going to see it's going to spawn these 2 guys here. And what we're going to do is actually avoid them. I wanted to point that out, by the way. You can avoid them for a while. The main problem is they're going to mess up your cards. But we kind of do want to get a... it's 2 wood and a stick. Sorry. Or no, what was it? Hold on. Let's go back to ideas. Can we move these guys? No, you can't move those guys. Let's just take them on. Time to take them on. And let's get rid of them. So you can see here we're fighting them. We're probably going to win this battle, but later on you will need soldiers, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Oh, we might not win this. Hold on. Okay, this could be... Actually, we're going to lose a guy. Okay. No, we didn't. It was close. Okay, let's get these rabbits over here. You can see everything is getting disorganized pretty quick, but you can reorganize it just as fast. So don't worry about getting, if things get sort of out of hand, don't worry about that. It can happen. We've got lots of berry bushes, though. That fight yielded lots of berry bushes. Let's get going on that. So let's get this organized down here. Let's get these rabbits out of the way. We've got poop. See how this becomes a game of micromanagement, real micromanagement. Let's get the berries going. And then let's look at I want to create a soldier, very important, spear. So it takes 1 wood, 2 sticks. I hit the wrong, I had it wrong. Okay, so we're going to get another stick. Time to feed the villagers, and we are okay on food. So let's feed the villagers. It's going to take all the berries, and everyone is fed. Good. That's all I ever want to see. Everybody was fed. All right, so we need 3 more berries, and we should be okay on that. I've got some more poop. Let's sell it. Keep an eye on that. Okay, now we can make a spear, which I'm doing here. This is very important. I want to show you this. And we might end the tutorial there for this beginner tutorial. But it is important to sort of see this early on. And I will do another tutorial, by the way, on how to go further and deeper into the game. But this is just a beginning tutorial. So watch. If you combine this spear, you're going to get a soldier. Soldiers, you'll see, have more health. Now, this guy took some hits. I want to point out something. His normal health is 5. I think the soldier, as you can see, gets 6 and he's obviously tougher. He's got a spear. He can attack. The villager actually works faster, as you can see, and that's what I wanted to show you. But he's got a bigger hit chance, and he does more damage. So, obviously you want some militia. I usually make them all militia, but I do want to point out that a villager will work faster. That's the key. Did you just notice that when I was highlighting over these? Their attack speed is 2 seconds. This guy's 1.5. But it's not really important for the fight. It's important for working on things. Obviously, he's going to work much faster, so just keep that in mind. Okay, well, this should get you going. Just, like I said, unlock the idea cards, build the things you need. You will need, eventually, some iron ore to make a soldier. A swordsman. But yeah, just the basic point is keep an eye on food. By the time you get to round 24, you'll want to have 3 militia. That's important. So keep that in mind. You want to increase the how do I want to say this? You want to increase your village population. And actually, before I finish this tutorial, I just thought of something. I wanted to show you one more thing. How do you make a villager? Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, well, I'm not going to show you now, but I'm going to tell you how, because I wasn't paying attention to the food while I was talking. So you start a new moon. So actually, let's combine these corpses. This will give you a graveyard, which you can explore, by the way. And it'll be a pink card, or these you'll get these. Will be like forest and stuff. You can put your guy over that, and he will start to explore that, and it'll bring certain things that you can use. So the main thing I wanted to show you, though, last thing I wanted to talk about, since I lost my villager, I can't do this, but it's important to know it. In order to increase your population, you need to create a house. How do you create a house? Well, you do that with, let's just build it before, we're probably going to die here, but let's build it real quick. Let's see if we can get it. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We're just going to get a bunch of cards here. Okay, so we got some stone. What do we need for a house? We need 2 wood, 1 stone. All right, so we're going to build a house right now. And once you build the house, what's important about the house, like I said, if you drag 2 villages over it, it will create a baby. So that is how you look at it, stacks the poop, so you can get massive sales coming out of that right away and sell that. And yeah, I mean, since I was doing this tutorial, I really would, if I wasn't doing this tutorial, let me explain it this way, I would have been paying more attention to the food. But that's why it's so important not to lose track of the food. So there you get the house. And what I wanted to show, so if I had another villager, I could drag the other villager over here and he would create a baby. So that's how you create babies. And that's really the basic part of this game. So like I said, I'm going to put this on pause so my guy doesn't die here. But what I wanted to say was, obviously as round 12, you've got your first major attack. Round 24, you'll have one, and you usually want to have 3 soldiers by then. Once you get to 34, you'll want to have 4 or 5 soldiers. And that means you're going to have to, hopefully you have a couple soils, and you've got a whole berry thing going. You can make a garden and create apple trees. Apple trees are better than berry bushes because they have 2. They give you 2 right here. So just keep that in mind. Okay, well, that's going to do it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching. I hope it helped.